Here we are, DefSec 2022 podcast, and presented by Cisco. You know, last year we had Louise on the podcast, and Louise is one of those people that is integral to the defense industry in Canada. But the relationship with Louise goes way back. We started in the Navy together, Jerry, you and I, when we were much younger on the west coast of Canada. That's where our relationship started. But Louise, I want to pick up from where we left off last year. I mean, you're doing great things in this sector. You're a groundbreaker in the defense industry, and thank you for that. Thank you for everything that you do, and it's good to have you back on the podcast.
Well, Al, thanks so much. Al and Jerry are right. We've known each other for a long time, and thank you very much for having me here today. This is a testament to all the things we learned as young naval officers, young military people, and now we're giving back to the community, and you are leading the way, so thank you so much for that.
It goes to show that relationships matter, eh? And when you're building businesses in the defense sector or outside, relationships matter, right? And it's so important to maintain those. And I know that you're a master at relationship development.
Well, that's very kind of you. There are, we're lucky it's a friendly environment. We have partnerships, we're frenemies, we're co-competitors. We are in co-opetition with each other. I think that's a theme we're picking up from last year. I have to say, I'm really proud to see that Cisco is your official podcast presenter. That's a great example of those partnerships and relationships you talked about. They have been growing within the federal government. They've been doing great work in the switchers and routers business, but they've really been focusing on cybersecurity. I think they're really driven by an ethos that, the armed forces protects us, so we want to protect them. I really like that. They have some great products, and here they are just trying to spread the good word about the defense sector through guys like you and Jerry. And I think that they're really well positioned to serve not just the Defense Department, but all the government departments working through shared services. So I think that we're really lucky to have you here. That was very clever of them to sponsor DefSec and this podcast in particular. It's been a great show. The DefSec show has two parts. There's a part where the military comes, and of course you can see all of the booths and all the people here. And we do great business amongst ourselves too. And so, I'm from Ottawa. I come to Halifax every year, not just for the lobster. And so I was just really excited to see companies like Cisco, companies like Blue Drop and Davy and Irving, our friends at Heddle, CAE, Lockheed Martin, General Dynamics. They're all here, aren't they?
They're all here.
They're all here.
They're all here, you're right. And Cisco was very wise to get front and center in the conversation, and so vital that yesterday, of course, was Cybersecurity Day.
Yes.
Well, these guys know cybersecurity. We had Cisco here talking about their cyber team. They get it, and you could tell right away that there were people in the room that were focused, like Sapper Labs and those small companies. They could see what Cisco was talking about and wanted to be in conversation with them, and vice versa.
Yeah, it goes to that partnership point that you were making. So they have some great software. They have a cyber vision software. They have boxes and routers, but they work with all kinds of integrators, and they couldn't do that if they didn't have those exceptional relationships, and that the client base trusts them. I mean, it's a trust-based capability, right?
Yeah.
And so the fact that they can work with so many partnerships, I think, should give the Government of Canada and the Department of Defense even greater confidence when they're looking at those products and they're looking at the embedded capabilities that they bring. They have that trust and confidence. I mean, if industry trusts you, government should trust you, because industry is very particular about who they partner with. It's not always just about the money. It's about capability, capacity. These are multi-million-dollar programs. They employ hundreds of people across the country. So, I mean, they're a great representative for you here today, and I'm just so appreciative that you let me come and join you and Jerry and celebrate your great success here in Atlantic Canada.
Well, we're certainly proud to have you on the podcast yet again. I'll say it again, you're a groundbreaker in this industry, and we certainly appreciate everything you've done. You're a master at relationship development. There's many people in this room that can learn a great deal from you, including Jerry and I. Thank you for being on the podcast, and thank you to our friends at Cisco for allowing all of this to happen. They had great vision on putting us in this room today.
They sure did. Two great Atlantic Canadians. Two Newfoundlanders, troublemakers. Thank you so much, and good luck for the rest of the show.